Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Let's get off the field. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Showing it.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Taking it in from a yard out. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Joseph now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that.
He's got him in. Complete. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown. Cowboys. Michael Gallup. 77 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half.
As prettier than a well-executed post route.
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Tannehill, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Quinn in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Austin. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking deep for Elliott. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Back to throw, Tannehill. That is caught. It's Tajae Sharpe. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Tannehill. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the counter, Elliott. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Prescott to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Wake with a little wake-up call as he gets in there for the sack.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, Creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, here's Henry.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ready. Mike 54. Exit. Check 3.
On third down, Henry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Lewis here on first down. And an alley to run. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. This is Henry. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now it's Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans have taken the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Boy, a tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Prescott now from the 50. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott down. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this is caught. It's Cooper. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. Cooper was the target there.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They'll run with Henry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Come on, set. 30 base. You're out.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 81 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. LaShawn Sims with the INT. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.